Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister who helped us with this translation. The translation reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I don't think that my name it matters anymore. My name is not even important. I have come here on your platform with my own confession. What I did is what defines me now. I was once just an ordinary man, struggling to make ends meet, watching as others around me as they were prospering in life, whilst I sank deeper and deeper into poverty. The desire for wealth had totally consumed me, so much that I was willing to do anything so as to escape the life of struggle that I had always known. It was in the year 2018. That was when I made a decision that changed my life forever. A friend of mine told me about a sangoma. This sangoma was said to be in KwaZulu-Natal who could perform Ukuthwala rituals to bring wealth. At first, when I heard about these rituals, I hesitated. I did not want to become part of it, but when I started thinking about my life, and I said that in my life they had told me that I had once had an opportunity to make it big, but then it was as if someone had bewitched me. Then all of a sudden, things really got so bad. After my matric, I was supposed to get a sponsorship, and then it was said that our neighbors had bewitched me. And then I lost that opportunity. When I thought about that, then the guy told me that you have to know that an opportunity will only come into your life only once. And since you had already gotten your opportunity, he said you are never going to get another opportunity unless you take matters into your own hands, because they say that God helps those ones that help themselves. He convinced me and he told me about stories of people whom he knew who were wealthy, that were staying in the most affluent suburbs of Johannesburg, who had sacrificed their own humanity for riches. The temptation was really strong. I convinced myself that I had to do this. Me and my friend, we then traveled to KwaZulu-Natal, where I met the Sangoma. He told me exactly what I had to do. There was no sugarcoating, like he said. He said that I am not going to lie to you. I am not going to hide the truth from you, my son. I am here to tell you that you have to sell your soul in exchange for this one of my creatures. By that he meant one of his Tokoloshe. So this Tokoloshe, it is a spirit that was going to bring me money whenever I wanted the money. All that I had to do was to speak with this creature, the Tokoloshe. The prize was my soul. My soul was going to be connected to this Tokoloshe. So this Tokoloshe that was given to me, it is in form of a tortoise. This tortoise, he told me that forever it has to stay at the place where I was going to be staying. So right now I have a place in my garage where I keep this Tokoloshe, because at my house where I am staying right now, I have 3 different garages. Then there is another portion where I closed it off so that my gardeners or my friends, when they come to my house, they won't notice that in the other section there is a Tokoloshe that is staying there. I agreed. In that moment, all that I could think about was the wealth that I would gain. I agreed for my soul to be taken. My spirit was taken and was placed on top of that Tokoloshe in form of the tortoise. The life that I could finally have, I was going to have it. The ritual was horrifying. I was then made to drink a concoction of herbs and blood, and I felt like my spirit being pulled into darkness, because he said that he had to separate me from my own ancestors. I was told that my ancestors, they were the ones that were blocking me from becoming rich. So that is why he had to make me drink the herbs and the blood of a god, so as to separate myself from my ancestor. Then the Sangoma summoned the Tokoloshe. I could even feel its presence and its hunger. And then I was joined to that Tokoloshe. From that day onwards, I was no longer going to be in control of my life. At first, the wealth, it really came so easily. I would wake up and I would find money that will be underneath my pillow. And when it came to women, I would have any woman that was willing to help me to eat this money that I have. And as you know, that women and money, you can never separate women and money. Some of them, they would even be told by their ancestors that this man that you are dating, this man is a ritualist, but they would just ignore it because they saw that I have money. I would wake up finding money in my pockets, even in places that I had never left. I bought cars, houses, and I started to live the life of a rich man. People, they were jealous of me. I enjoyed every moment of it. The Tokoloshe always demanded more. Then I would go around patrolling in the locations where I used to stay, trying to pick up the young women, because this is what my tortoise wants. My tortoise usually wants a woman who has never given birth before. So I would go around picking up those young girls and sleeping with them. And it was not just satisfied with these women, it feared more. That was when it started to murder my own family members. At that time, when they started to have strange accidents and illnesses, and then death followed them, I never suspected that it was me, because at that time I was trying to distance myself, living in another area where no one even knew me. But the day of reckoning came when my mother passed away. When my mother passed away, I had a dream. She was at this other private hospital where I was keeping her, wanting my mom to get the best medical care. That was when the Tokoloshe came and it collected me, and it told me that it was unable to murder my mother. And I said, what do you mean when you say you are unable to murder my mother? I never sent you to do this. Then the Tokoloshe just took me and we went to that hospital where my mom was, and it was I and the Tokoloshe. We finished off my mother. I did this in the spiritual realm, but everything that I did, it had its effect in the physical world, because I went there and I strangled my mother until she passed away. The moment that my mother passed away, I saw that there was blood that was coming out of her ears, even her nose, and this Tokoloshe was busy licking the blood that was coming out. And then the Tokoloshe told me that it had been doing this. The reason as to why one of my friend had an accident and died, it was because the Tokoloshe wanted his blood. I tried to distance myself. It was too late. The Tokoloshe had done this. I returned back to KZN. The Sangoma told me that there was no reversing it. Now all that I do, Brother Nash, is to live for this Tokoloshe. What it wants, that is what I have to do. Before I go out for groove, I have to speak with it. Then it tells me that I am going to be meeting this girl. Her age is going to be 21, and this girl that I am going to be meeting, she'll be wearing a short black dress, this and that. And when I go to that club, I will meet a girl just like what this tortoise would have told me. Then I have to splash money on that young woman so as to convince her to come back with me to my place. When I return with her to my place, then this Tokoloshe, it will become one with me. When I am on top of her, she will think that it is I, the man who would have picked her up from the club, but it will be the Tokoloshe that will be making love to her. I regret what I have done. I know that regret will never save me. I know that it is very hard for me to go to church. I am trapped in a prison. This is my own confession. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admins who gave us this translation.